Welcome back, everybody. More Dota 2 action coming your way. We're going to hop on over to the Good Play Gaming Southeast Asian tournament featuring some of the best teams in Southeast Asia. Arrow Gaming, Mineski, Myth Trust, Titan, you name it, they're hopefully competing. Apart from a few of the teams who post TI4 qualifiers have had some reshuffles/disbandment. But joining me for today's game, we've got a qualifier best of one between MVP Phoenix and Invasion Esports is none other than Pimp Mukul. How you doing, buddy?
Ah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Always great to cast some CA Dota. It's always very exciting, and especially MVP Phoenix. I had the pleasure of casting them a lot in the qualifiers, and certainly they made a name for themselves, and their Jakiro is so absolutely scary. I just can't wait to see Kyo pick this one up.
Yeah, they've basically got their name out there. They are now on everybody's radar after qualifying to go to Seattle, at least to play in the wildcard match, so we'll see how they do here. They are playing in the qualifier bracket, so I believe the latest update is that 3 of these 4 teams in the qualifiers will make it to the main event. Initially, it was only going to be 2 of the 4 teams, but with one of the teams in the main event, the invited teams pulling out due to roster issues, I think it's now 3 teams. So this is our winner bracket final. Winner of this match guaranteed a spot, and I believe perhaps the loser may also be guaranteed a spot if it ends up being 3 teams. But these teams, they've met before. We've got some stats overlays. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's stats overlays, so... past encounters were won by... They met once before, and Invasion beat MVP last time they met.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. Not sure what event that was. Maybe an event one of the Dota Talk tournaments or something like that, but... last matchup was won by Invasion. Invasion's got some skilled players. Like, they've... Kasik Imba, known for being this kind of 6-man slash stand-in for Orange Esports for a while, back when Mushi was on the team. FZFC played with MUFC last year. At the International. They've got some definite talent in their team, and I mean, that talent really sums up the Malaysian scene. There's tons of talented individual players.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can just see how much of an impact they're doing even in the Chinese scene, where, you know, a lot of Southeast Asian players are kind of mercenarying over there, and, well, there was some drama early on, but you can't, I mean, you can't fault them anyways, because they're just so damn good. If you're looking at the ISSIS and of course Mushi, they're just individually so ridiculously skilled. There's a lot of talent to be had in CEA, and yeah, I want to say there's a bit more consistency around the sponsorships. I think there's going to be like a lot more crazy plays going to be coming out from this region, because so far it is kind of overlooked, and that's really a shame. But it's nice to see the Korean scene pulling through, because then we have like an even opportunity, because everyone wants to see the Koreans, and suddenly everyone wants to see CA Dota as well. I think it's pretty cool here. And of course MVP Phoenix, I mean, who doesn't like to watch MVP Phoenix?
They really spice up the metagame. Like, they play to their own strength. And not even that just their strength, they play to the metagame that they decide they want to play in. We'll get ourselves in the draft now. Invasion first picking up the Invoker, and MVP Phoenix getting what I think is also one of their best heroes. I mean, you talk about the Jakiro and these other kind of niche picks, but Nature's Prophet, Forev plays this amazingly well. Like, he basically becomes the carry for this team in some ways when he's playing the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, he has this decision-making perfectly checked out when he knows, okay, I've got my face boots, I want to TP into a fight, or I just do not, and I want to take a tower instead. And usually what we see from them is actually very active rotations around the map. Because for F, he also plays his Ember Spirit quite a lot, and Ember Spirit is also one of those more active carries. So he really likes to get in those fights, and this is sometimes where teams kind of struggle, because suddenly there's an Nature's Prophet TPing in, and you're like, oh, well, I don't expect this guy's actually ganking on like level 4 or something. But yeah, this is kind of to be expected with 4F. And Ancient Apparition, all right, so Invoker AA. This is some sort of start for a global strategy to some sort of extent.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Faceless Void would fit in perfectly, but gets banned out instantly. This is, yeah, I like the AA Invoker. And the Southeast Asian players, well, I don't know, they go Exort and Quaswex just probably similar amounts as other regions, but they are obviously very known for their flashy Exort Invoker play.
Yeah, just so good. When you have an Ancient Apparition ult coming through there, you can pretty much kill supports with a well-timed Sunstrike. It is so annoying to play against. Good thing is Doom is not that squishy at all. It's nice to have an Ancient Apparition up against him, so you can't regenerate off a Scorched Earth, but yeah, let's face it, you really just want to go and insta-give those supports and make them rage quit. That's so damn good.
Yeah. Well, we'll see where MVP go with this. The Doom, I'm wondering whose hero this is going to be. It feels like it's going to be March's hero for the safe lane, but if they want to be really greedy, they could run it in the jungle, even mid for QO. Like, that's something that Blitz was doing a lot of for Zephyr when they were having some success in Korea, was running mid Doom, mid Timbersaw, these kind of tanky melee heroes in the mid lane, so... Any idea where they want to send this Doom?
Currently, I want to just have them wait until like the fourth pick is through, and then maybe even consider like a four-position orange style Doom.
Yeah.
In CDC is kind of known for his jungling Doom and super active around the map, arcane boots, mag dagger. Could be working out, but of course you go super greedy. And against Invoker and Ancient Apparition, you can kind of do some greedy stuff, but you have to be very careful because suddenly there's going to be Necrobook up, and Invoker is going to be hitting your doors or hitting your towers down with like 4 minions at a time, and that's pretty hard to do even when you have a Doom. So yeah, I can certainly. I still want to say one position Doom sounds the most accurate here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, like you say, they can wait to decide until they see more picks and see what's going to fit their lineup regardless. It does work quite nicely in heavy push strats just because Doom's so tanky and he's a good mech buyer for the team. If they want to go for that Jakiro pick and go for that good mid game, the Warlock you sometimes see, the Death Prophet, these kind of heroes still all in the pool right now. If MVP do want to go for one of their cheesy push strats.
Yeah, certainly. One position Warlock is absolutely crazy to watch, and I'm sure not too many of our viewers actually saw it, but this is like face boots rush into Aghanims, and then you just go and kill towers. And that's so damn annoying to deal with because double golems, like 50 minutes in a game when you just rush your Aghanim Scepter, how can you actually deal with it? Because it's a safe lane Warlock who's also got a level 2 rock there. So it's crazy, actually. And then you have an Aegis Prophet pushing in your towers as well. Well, that's a great start. Pick up something like a Dazzle or like a Witch Doctor, and then you've got all the healing in the world as well. I like it a lot. Even against the Ancient Apparition, I don't think it's enough. Yeah, and here we go. Treant Protector. This is the start of some nice healing going on here.
Okay. So that's going to be one of their two spots. Invasion immediately reply with the Weaver. So Weaver AA, some very strong synergy between the Chilling Touch as well as the Weaver with the Geminite attack. So getting easy multiple procs of Chilling Touch can do a lot of quick burst damage, and that's something which you want if you're trying to punish an offlane Nature's Prophet or just anything in general that's trying to get a bit too aggressive on the Weaver and AA's lane. In theory, they could always offensive trial lane as well if they round this off with, I think, a nice like initiator / disabler for the team.
Yeah, actually, great Chilling Touch is so absolutely crazy on the Weaver that it feels like it's too good. At the same time, of course, you've got all the tools to actually deal with it, and that's a Rubik. All right, so Weaver Shukuchi is, of course, one of the best spells you can actually steal, but everything from a Weaver is pretty good to steal. Then you have an Ancient Apparition Ultimate, all those skills from the Invoker. When well-timed, it can actually make a huge difference, even though the spell steal has quite a long cooldown. But so far, I want to say this is pretty good of a pick here, but I'm still very surprised to see no Jakiro picked up. You don't have too much control, but Jakiro into an Overgrowth, if you just lay down your ultimate and destroy people with it, I could have seen this working out. But of course, Rubik against Weaver, that's maybe a bit more standard, I want to say. That's not standard, though.
Ooh, Elder Titan. That's, I mean, a good kind of counter-pushing hero, but this is not MVP going all push, but it's also great if you get a good setup for an Ice Blast and a Sunstrike. This amplifies all your damage output. I still feel like they need a Shadow Demon or an actual good setup, like something that can lead the way. A Clockwork would be nice, although they need another support, really. So I feel like Shadow Demon or a Bane needs to maybe be the last pick for Invasion here.
Yeah, Bane could be working out very well. Yeah, that's actually a really good point here. With the Bane, you're going to have all the control in the world up against the Nature's Prophet, against the Doom. Also, if you just go and enfeeble someone up on level 1, what is the Doom going to do? And Sand King is banned out by MVP, all right.
Okay.
Oh, I'm kind of surprised. I think if you go Sand King, this is a bit too greedy, but okay.
It's not the strongest. I mean, it is quite greedy as far as he does need farm and levels, but it is quite strong early level 1. You can still roam and go boots first Sand King, use the Virus Initiation, and Sand King's always good against Nature's Prophet for the catching him out, blink initiating. Doesn't worry about Sprout TPs as well, but it's just one of the options there. Death Prophet, the last ban for Invasion Esports. They have a general idea of what kind of heroes MVP like to run. So
still go Warlock.
Yeah.
I mean, it would still fit. And
Mirana.
Mirana. Why are you so standard MVP? What is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, this is
Mirana. I mean,
this is a pretty standard draft MVP. I think they need a. I mean, you look at that grand finals against Arrow Gaming. Their Chi Strat failed miserably, but then they went for a more standard game, and they actually took a game off of Arrow. So, they're definitely capable of playing more standard games as well.
Yeah, sure. I mean, this is what people don't expect too much because MVP is. I mean, let's face it. They've got a training house. They've got a coach. They've got another team to just train with. This is absolutely crazy. You can just train your heart out, and this is a Korean practice regimen. So those guys are improving like the most currently in the world. So yeah, if you just go standard a bit, you of course learn a lot, and you don't even need to rely too much on your cheesy strats. Okay, never mind. We've got a Meepo. Oh my goodness.
FC, my boy. Dude, I'm good friends with FC. I was his manager for a small period of time, and he's a lot of fun. This kid.
Right.
I call him Tommy Zai Zai because I don't know, like I don't know why. For some reason, he's English. He calls him like whenever he introduced himself to English people, he said, "Oh, my name's Tommy," so I call him Tommy Zai Zai. But
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that sounds crazy. How the hell do you learn this though?
who cares? You got a meep. It maybe the
Yeah.
support meepo. This is going to be like a Fnatic style 4-position meepo, perhaps.
Hmm. Yeah, I didn't cast Invasion too much in the last like weeks. It's a shame.
Most meepos in competitive Dota have been 4-position support meepos over the last 6 months. Be it No Tail, be it MMY, be it who's it? The South. This actually no, that's Isurus don't run as a 4-position. They actually run as a core hero. So
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
they're the exception. But
Yeah, this is actually the last Meepo I saw in a competitive match in the Americas qualifier.
yeah,
Because I think they were out and were having some major fun with the like shotgun Meepo, and they actually pulled it off, and it was just so damn nice to see. And then they got trashed. Then they got trashed because of Kunkka. I mean, Kunkka is just, it's a Kunkka. He destroys the Meepo. What can you do?
well, I'm looking forward to it. We get meepo. This is a good way to start up. Well, to start as well as end our day. This is just this is the only game we have today for the Good Play Gaming SEA Invitational. But looking forward to it. Looks like one of the players just needs a quick PC restart.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we didn't have any of those in the qualifiers.
Yo, please.
Oh my goodness! I hope I don't jinx it here. Don't be like poker face.
That's a good way to turn them around. You say they're like, no, we don't want you to restart. It's like, guys, don't be rude like this other team. Like, don't be them. Don't be Febby.
Oh man, yeah. Well, yeah. Didn't get.
But yeah, I don't mind waiting. I'm
Interesting.
happy I can just bathe in the awesomeness that is the Meepo pick.
Yeah, I see this actually on my Twitter right now. Where's the Meepo alarm? Come on, guys. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Let's retweet that Meepo stuff here. Let's do this. All right. I hope chat is having some mad fun. Shotgun Meepo like GG Doom. All right, sounds good.
March wants to go and pick himself in the compendium. Who's your favorite player in your compendium?
Oh, no tell.
No tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was coming from home. I have to T for the horn trash. And
Yeah.
that's just too great.
I think mine's ROTK.
Yeah, okay.
I couldn't
Well,
resist. The
no,
guy's just too lovable.
I mean, that's a lot of really crazy good plays. I also thought about, I don't know, No-Tail is just too crazy,
Yeah. Now, for those of you tuning in, wondering what this is our first broadcast of the Good Play Gaming SEA Invitational. It's going to be a 1 month or 6-week tournament of online play qualifiers in a group stage. You guys can check out the information for the tournament. I think it's goodplaygaming.com. That sounds right. I'm going to type it in and figure it out if that is right. Yep, goodplaygaming.com. You can see all the information there, the schedule, and all the matches coming up. So we'll be broadcasting this tournament over the next few days. Arrow, Mineski, Scythe, Myth Trust, some top SEA teams have been invited to the main event. So looking forward to it. It's always... SEA Dota is a lot of fun to cast.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like, sometimes it's not the same mechanical skill as Chinese ones, but it's always delivering. Like every time, there's going to be some crazy picks. There's going to be some crazy strats.
I think the mechanical skill is just as good, if not better, in some cases. It's the team play and the decision making that's not as good.
Okay, let's.
They suffer in decision making, not so much individual skill though, maybe. But
yeah, I guess you're right. Oh my goodness.
Especially, well, I think it depends on which team. I think if you look at some of the Singaporean and Malaysian star players, like your Miracle type players. Miracle obviously he kind of has it all in some ways, but these kind of players just have crazy individual skill.
Yeah, that's right. All right, guys, come on.
Yeah.
I'm feeling flashbacks of the 21 minutes pause.
They say 2 minutes, but 2 minutes never is an actual 2 minutes.
It's Valve time.
I don't like. I have friends who are like that. Like whenever we're meant to meet somewhere and I call them up, like, oh, you're almost here. They're like, yeah, I'm in the car. I'm driving. I'm 5 minutes away. When really 5 minutes is 15 minutes. They're just saying that so you don't get upset at them on the phone. And you're just like, why wouldn't you just say 15 minutes?
I'm German, so whenever this stuff happens, see, Germans are getting very, very mad because everyone else. All right, I'll be there in exactly 7.5 minutes. If you're not there in 7.5 minutes, everyone's like, dude, come on. I mean, what the hell?
Nice.
Nah,
All right.
You know.
Well, we'll see what the plan's going to be here on the Meepo goes. Like, how do you think they want to lane this for invasion?
Oh, please, please don't make me call shots. No, seriously, it could be just. I think you want to just safe lane, char lane.
Yeah.
Have your Meepo there, get some levels, pull. As soon as Meepo's got his ultimate, he's just gonna go ahead and roam leech experience.
AA plus Meepo. That's what I'm talking about. Chilling touch Geminate attack, chilling touch Meepo. That's like the next level up.
That's crazy. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can just blow everyone up.
Yeah.
And who's there in the offlane? It's an Nature's Prophet. You're gonna crush him. And wait a second. Forever is heading to the top lane for now. Are they gonna be aggressive try? I think they're gonna.
I think with this lane you can. This is a scary tri lane. March is going to go mid with the Doom, and I think QO is going to go offensive tri lane with Mirana.
Yeah,
well,
actually, that's a good point.
QO's got Wraithband, which isn't like... Well, it's not bad for offensive tri lane.
It's not perfect, though.
Normally you want more regen. Normally you want to go, like... 2 pull Tengos plus... He should have bought... He can buy more Tengos still. He should just be buying more Tengos right now. If you're going offensive tri lane, you need the extra Tengos.
Yeah, you need every little bit you can get. It's so demanding.
Yeah.
All right. So.
How are your qualifiers? Were you happy with the TI4 qualifiers?
I casted 36 games.
Nice.
I don't know. I had no voice anymore after the last one. I was so dead. You can't believe it. And we actually got a reconnect. Whoa! Hell yeah. Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. Like, can't argue with it. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I got destroyed. All right. Taking that toll. Wait, no. Okay, so MVP's got some issues now. Wonderful. Now we go. Whoa! Let's do this, boys.
No need to picnic just yet. Let's go, viewers. Let's get ourselves underway. We've got Invasion versus MVP, best of 1 qualifier match. Winner of this guaranteed a spot in the main event with some of the top Southeast Asian teams. Loser still has a good chance of making it through the qualifiers as we'll get ourselves into the game here. Shout out to FCFC. He's my idol as well. So me and Q are on the same wavelength right now. It's going to be MVP on the die side. They're smoking down towards bottom lane. We'll introduce our 2 teams to, now that we've had our long pause. We've got Rubik in the hands of Raisin. We've got QO playing the Mirana, March on the Doom, Heen playing the Treant Protector, and Forev on his Nature's Prophet for the die side MVP Phoenix.
Oh, hold on a second. Are we going to be seeing first blood action here, Raisin? The smoke is dispelled already. They can have a lift up onto Snow. Goes into Shukuchi and...
Fast fingers.
Oh my goodness, he's fast. But Raisin, he's got boots. He could just go for a lift up on the Ancient Apparition here.
Oh, wow.
Arrow! Oh my goodness.
Pulls him back in? No, there's not enough follow-up damage. With the arrow already being used, unfortunately.
That was close, man. That was really close. Those boots first nearly paid off there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess you wouldn't expect on the Rubik. You expect the boots first on the Treant Protector, and I feel like I'd prefer the boots first on Treant Protector, just because of his high base damage and the Leech Seed's overpoweredness at level 1. Like, I feel like, I don't know, that's my personal preference, but it almost worked out.
Here, though. I mean, I absolutely agree with you. If you have a Treant, and this is what, of course, PPD also does a lot, like, just go boots first, and then just club people in the face with your, like, 80,000 damage. At the same time, I don't think it would have mattered here at all. The Weaver was just positioned very
well. No, I don't think they were going to get a kill with Treant boots. It's more like, looking at the lanes now, maybe it would help them more. But they're not going to go offensive trailing. They leave the Prophet bottom, and they're going to rotate Doom as well as their supports up top. We'll introduce the Radiant team quickly. We've got Snow playing the safe lane farming Weaver, FZFZ playing the Meepo as a 4-position support. We've got ADTR on the Ancient Apparition. Mid lane's going to be Easy playing the Invoker mid, and then finally in the off lane it's going to be Ghost playing the Elder Titan in the off lane.
Yeah, and mid already. This is so annoying. If you're playing Invoker on level 1, you have nothing. You can have 1 orb invoked, which is literally nothing, and then you don't have any sort of invoke coming up, so you don't have skills. And you can just stand there, try to last it, and they're going to be wrapping around once again here. Oh, I'm not sure if they can really go for this here. They should be diving. Now they're going to have a lead seed. Oh my goodness. They've got the hero as well. They've got the right clicks all in the world here. Let's go.
Treant, good hero. Level 1 Treant. That lead seed, just so strong.
Yeah, and he gets 3 out attacks off, and everyone's dead.
Yeah.
So good.
That right-click damage is powerful, and there's nothing the AA can do about that one. He was kind of rotating towards the mid lane, but even if he's there, he's not going to be able to do too much. FZ gets not the full pull-off, not exactly what he was looking for there. As for Rev, he's getting all the XP in the world bottom lane. It looks like the AA is coming back to try and push Forever away, but I'm not sure how much success he's going to have with that.
Smart use of the treants here, scouting everything out. And
yeah.
Even though you're playing an Ancient Apparition, if you can't really go and wrap around, you're not going to be getting any sort of kills. It just doesn't work.
Ghost. Here come the Ghostbusters. It's March as well as Reason on the Doom and the Rubik. Treant too far away, though.
Oh, you could have went for the Shockwave there. Oh, no, wouldn't have mattered. Alright,
Oh,
never mind.
he didn't have the I guess he clarity'd up, but...
Yeah, he had the mana. He used the Devour right after, but it's only like, what, 125 damage? Yeah, wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, after
Would have been
reduction,
on,
it's a little less than that.
Oh, mid lane. Kyo. Those Cold Snap Harass is exactly what they need. And also he's going for the Quas Wax. This is,
Okay.
well, this is
Something
kind
a
of
bit more defensive, at least defensive in nature in the early game, but... Come mid-game, once you get your Orchid, you can play fairly aggressive. If you go that build. Some Invokers, Quaswex just go super defensive, 4-star into, like, drums and Hex.
Yeah, this is sort of standard. I actually really like to see Orchid. Because
Me
you're
too.
going to be essentially like an Nyx Assassin, only way better and way better scaling. So you're just going to be, like, hunting all over the map.
Clinks. I like the Clinks comparison.
Yeah, right.
Because you have the silence combined with, like, super high mobility with the Ghost Walk.
Right, fair enough. And now, top lane once
Top.
again goes.
This time they want it. He's got no Tangos, but there's no Sprout right now. They're committing to this one. March has a Shockwave soon. It won't do enough damage on its own. He needs another right click. Is he going to get this? One right click and a Shockwave. Yes, just barely. Gets the kill. TP him from the AA. Not going to be enough. March, he's not going to take the tower. There's Tree and Seer helping him out, so March gets the kill, escapes, and mana being wasted. AA went Ice Vortex level 1. That is kind of questionable. You've got to go for that Chilling Touch.
Yeah, that's just very surprising, especially when you have Weaver up in your trial lane here, because Weaver can just bully out anyone there with a one stack up there.
Are you sure about this Ghost? He TP's into a Leech Seed. There's a Telekinesis as well. Ghost will get pulled back, and the right-click damage is pretty hefty. Unfortunately, Treen has not bought his boots just yet, and the Ice Vortexes actually help out a little. Like, that wasn't bad, but this AA now completely out of mana.
Yeah, exactly, and now you're essentially a walk-in range creep. So this is not going to be easy here to defend at all.
He's got Leech Seed again. He's 2 mana away. Ghost is going to... Yes, he gets caught. Long-range Leech Seed. Reason out of mana himself, so it looks like they may not get the kill off of this.
Where's Kyo? You could be rotating in like a long time ago.
Well, it's tricky. You're like... if you rotate, Invoker counter-rotates, and that's where Kyo's out of HP and mana. If he had full HP, full mana, maybe he could.
He can go for Heen. He can get it. He gets him. Oh,
wow.
What a play from Ghost. Wonderfully done. And now everything is going to be coming.
Kyo's got an arrow. Oh, Ghost. The arrow going to hit the Invoker. Oh, no. Kyo shows up. His bottle's going to arrive as well. That's a long 5-second arrow. Tornado going to be placed nicely here, but Kyo's just going to fight his way out of this one. Living Armor helping him out. AA dead as well. Double kill for Kyo here in the middle lane. Bloodbath here, just 4 minutes into the game. Going MVP's way.
What the hell is happening? Good thing is Weaver's farming, but... you know, when you're giving up, like, what was it, like, 1 for 5 is now on the board, so we had a first blood, so it's essentially 1 for 4 trade?
Yeah.
I don't know about this. I don't know about this at all. Anyways, Ghost actually picks up a kill, so that's nice for him.
This Treen needs his boots, man. Like, I feel like the Treen, if he had boots there, he would do so much. Like, end of the day, it goes fantastic for MVP regardless, but with boots there, he's hitting so much more and getting off more Leech Seeds, but...
Yeah, it wouldn't even been close. I agree. Now Magic Push War just to add insult to the injury, and FCSZ, well...
He's level 3, but...
Yeah.
He's in Struggle City right now. He's got 1 Meepo heading back home. He hasn't really been able to do too much, and he's going to have some stacks which he can farm up a little bit, but Meepo, not a good play from behind kind of hero.
Alright. That's pretty good. Well, thing is, if Invasion doesn't go for any sort of crazy rotation top lane, I think they're going to be absolutely fine, because Weaver's going to be having a great time bottom lane. I also wasn't sure why the Weaver isn't activating his Ring of Pesinius. He could just try to go and push down the tower.
It seems he just wants to keep the wave static, but...
Yeah, but who is going to be rotating in? You're going to have Forev, maybe. He's trying to pull back the lane. Yeah, okay, I get that. But if you force Ryzen as well as Heen up in the bottom lane, like for the whole time, they can't pull, they can't get experience. I think that's a win for you. But
the other thing is, this Weaver is actually not that farmed. He's behind the Doom on CS, and Doom has been fighting. Doom has not been free farming. He's been constantly put in a place where he's fighting. Mid lane, Invoker, double Starstorm, arrow to follow. Not going to be a very long arrow. The Tornado only going to hit 1, unfortunately, and he gets the Ghost Walk off. Barely escapes. Meepo going to show up, and he may go down instead. He gets sprouted up. He's got no escape from that, and a couple more right clicks. That's a dead Fezza.
I'm surprised he could have went for a poof on his one-trap Meepo. But
Kyo's just going like solo.
Kind of wish the arrow.
Kyo, have some mercy.
How does Kyo hit so hard? Oh my goodness, he's got Aquila as well as face boots already.
Yeah, he's massive. He's 4-0 right now.
We're 6 minutes in. This is crazy.
He got the first blood in mid lane, which is where he got a huge boost to his gold.
And like so many kills. He's 4-0. Oh yeah, never mind. And now top lane. We've got a Doom here.
Ruh-roh.
Just casually diving the tower here.
Oh? Oh,
Oh,
March
well.
still searching. Q going to shop as well. That'll be the kill. Starstorm, one right click. Doom gets the last hit. Rubik was there as well. Should he be needed? And they get a nice offensive ward behind the tier 1 tower on top of that. So MVP in complete control of this game right now.
Is under attack.
So when you're having this ward here, do you just go and try to push the tower? Do you want to arm up Doom, or?
You're waiting for like another gank. I think even more. Like you want to try to get kills. Like if you push the tower, then that ward isn't as useful once that tower's down. But it's still a really nice ward either way. Oh god, this QO Mirana is just doing work in mid.
Yeah, it's disgusting. His damage output is like through the roof. And there is a deny actually well played from the Meepo. Wonderfully done there. So that's...
Small victories though. Small victories.
Yeah, you know, you have to get back in the game somehow. And when you're down like 1-7...
Bottom lane. Heen maybe in some trouble. He's going to turn around and lead seed, but FZ gets himself a kill. Nemo top though. They've gone in, rotated. They've caught Ghost. The Ghostbusters are back. And they're going to bring down this Elder Titan. No problem whatsoever. March gets his 3rd kill of the game.
Everyone, like all the cores are getting kills, like so much. And even for Ev, he's 0, 0, and 5, so he's got all the assist gold in the world. And also he's going face boots. And no Midas, he just goes into double rope of the Maggie, so most likely he's just going to be heading for the Orchid.
Super like... Well, no, I don't know. You wouldn't even... He's not greedy at all, not going for the Midas. He just wants to fight as early as possible. It's super aggressive coming out from 4Ev on the Nature's Prophet.
It reminds me a bit of Qualifier when he goes face, usually with a Midas of course, but still he goes into Shadowblade and then Orchid, he just wants to go again. Pretty cool stuff. But
so this Mirana has a DD rune, and this is where I feel like anyone who Mirana finds is just going to instantly die. QO may just clear out the creep wave and then pop a Moonlight Shadow and try kill someone on the high ground. There is a Radiant Sentry ward actually, that'll scout that out, so unlikely to see that succeed.
Right, so he counter warding, and this is so hard to watch because MVP is not only just playing this out very well, they're also just denying any sort of comeback mechanism. Maybe Snow can find something bottom lane? No. I'm not sure what 4F is doing there though, because I think he's gonna get out-res and destroyed in this lane here, even though because, I mean, let's face it, this is a Weaver, who's the only one not being shut down too much, and...
Well, this is not going to work, QO. Tries to invis in, but there's a Sentry ward to scout him out, so... He was going for the solo kill Invoker. This is...
Well, this is getting clowny at this point here. If you just pop Moonlight Shadows and expect...
Not to mention, Doom was trying to get ghosted with that. It was like a Moonlight Shadow gank in 2 different locations at once.
Oh, it's apparently pronounced Rob of the Magi. Interesting.
Such a spammable ultimate with the now 70... Well, not so much for the cooldown, but for the mana cost. It used to be like 225 mana cost or something ridiculous. Back in the days.
Patience mid. No deny.
He's going to leap forward. He's leap into arrow. This is just going to be a straight up dead Invoker. Went for the deny. He pays for it with his life and doesn't even get the deny. Now they swing top. Uh-oh. Elder Titan. Get out, my friend.
They've got a lift. They've got a lift.
Oh, they've got drums as well. They pop the drums. Lift is there. Doom pops the Doom, and this is going to be Ghost going down. No deny in sight. Mirana, one last right click, and QO gets his 5th kill of the game.
Oh my goodness.
Nasty stuff.
What a destruction. This is not even funny. I mean, let's face it, Invasion have got great late game, but at this pace, they won't ever touch the late game at all. And this hurts if you have a Meepo. He's
7k gold lead right now.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And we are, what, 10 minutes in? This is getting ridiculous.
This Meepo just can't do anything. It's a support Meepo with just brown boots. Nothing beyond that.
Rubik's Stool poof. Okay.
Uh-oh, QO's going to clean up here bottom. He can just leap in and almost get a double kill on his own. There are TPs from the Nature's Prophet as well. Some invasion hero goes for the TP out AA, but that's not going to work. Doom blinks himself in and says hello. And now underneath this tower, FZ on the Meepo could be trapped a bit. Can poof himself out of there. Snow. He says, get me out of there.
I mean, Cure's hasted. He could go for it. He sees him. Where's the arrow? There, it's going to be not connecting. Ah, this would have been a crazy kill here if he
They just abandoned this bottom tower. Meepo couldn't even stay under there. Just so much firepower from MVP. Blink Dagger already up on March. Everything just looking great for MVP.
There's treants, there's creeps. You could just drop the aggro. March doesn't care. He's got it.
Arrow catches Elder Titan. Oh no, it's a disaster. He's going to leap forward, dodge the EMP. QO gets the double Starstorm off. Ghost, one more right click, finishes him off. And now Invoker. He's got no Invoke. He can't go to Ghostwalk. He's going to get chased down. QO can just right click him away. Dust gets popped just in case. There's your Nature's Prophet ultimate coming through. QO now still alive. He wants this AA. Is he going to fight this? You betcha he will. Double Starstorm. He gets the kill. He won't get out. He doesn't have a leap, unfortunately, but it's QO. Giving away a lot of gold to the Weaver, but he's putting on a bit of a show right now.
Yeah, he's having some mad fun here. The good thing is here,
Radiant's
Weaver actually
bottom
did
tower
went
is
for the
under
Hand of Midas, so
attack.
if they can just drag it out, if for some reason MVP are not closing this out at all, they can maybe somehow, some way have any sort of chance. I don't see this at the moment because usually MVP
Radiant's
are not
bottom tower is
are
under
not that
attack.
you know, on the 3-2 scale high up there.
Yeah.
But
They're pretty
you know,
they're
you
pretty
never know
solid.
with them.
Qo's up there on the 3-2-2 scale. The rest of the team not so much.
Oh yeah, he likes to just play really big. Like reminds
Yep.
me a bit of Demon back in his EG days.
Yep, you can definitely look out for some QO dives and flashy plays. Well, right now, Roshan going to be the consideration for MVP. They get some treants down, and Arrow going to come flying in to help him out. And QO, there's your leap, gets the extra attack speed, and gets himself into the pit for this. Easy, easy Roshan.
Yeah, no one can contest this at all. And they even have Ryzen, who has Invis Rune and Shakuchi just for the double in this year. So whenever he sees someone, he can just go for it. He can actually kill the Ancient Apparition if he were to find her. But, you know, just chilling out, scouting a bit, and he's going to be completely fine. And there goes. Now Kyo has got an insurance.
That's the player you
just
want
go.
the Aegis on. That's for sure.
That is
QO, phase drums, Aegis, 1400 gold. And MVP can just keep on applying pressure all across the map. Any lane they want. Forev's almost got his Orchid up now. I think he's just like 150 gold away, and he's got it.
Alright. So, we're 30 minutes in. We have a 3-14 lead, which is absolutely ridiculous. When are we going to be seeing a tier 3 push, guards? What is your prediction?
I don't know if this Aegis will be enough. I think they can get all the tier 2 towers with this Aegis, but I don't think it's... I think they'll still go for the tier 3 push
Dire's
without
top
Aegis,
tower
but they haven't
is
got the
under
best
attack.
high ground sieging lineup, especially a Prophet going Orchid, not Necrobook.
Whoa, this is big actually. They're gonna have a great tornado here, but as well, the arrow is here. Oh my goodness, and everything is gonna be going to waste here. The Ghostbusters once again are gonna be delivering big time. 3 are dead.
Do we even get
Yeah.
to tier 3 pushes, or is this just going to be a GG call before that, though?
is under
That's the
attack.
other question.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I think
under
they just
attack.
try to hold on. They've got excellent late game. You know, you just wait for it. You hope someone's overextending, like Blinken in, like March did. And, I mean, he got backed up by an excellent arrow. This was a very, very, very.
Who are we
very
kidding?
sneaky arrow.
MVP say screw the tier 2s, let's just go straight high ground tier 3 push right now. We've got Aegis, why not?
Okay, let's do this.
Possible
why not?
Desolator build coming out from Mirana. If you want to push faster, get that Desolator.
Radiant's
Screw
bottom
Maelstrom.
tower
You go
is under
Deso.
attack.
Okay, Rubik is falling through here.
Oh, doesn't get the arrow. He couldn't actually move the telekinesis because he was thrown up in the air. March actually... There's your 3-2-2. They've lost 2. Possibly going to lose more here. QO... Well, gets 1 kill. He's going to have the Aegis proc in just a second, but... The rest of his team may be forced to retreat here, so QO's going to be careful. He maybe... Oh, who's he going to go for? Throws an arrow. Elder Titan just narrowly dodges that. Mirana decides... Time to back off.
Dire's
Time to
top
retreat.
tower is under attack.
Dream Protector... You'll be
What?
okay.
Snow just casually throwing out his ultimate, but I guess it has no cooldown anyways. Alright, so there we go. Tier 3 push being heavily punished. So much 3 gold going away. Alright, and there was also a very important thing to note here. Ancient Apparition isn't level 6. So with actually defending your tier 3s, when your A is not level 6, you're going to have a chance to somehow, some way get some experience for the poor guy.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if things can pick up anytime soon for him. We've got Prophet with an Orchid, and that means this Weaver is not safe anymore. Does have to get the Orchid up before any sort of a Shikuchi, which is where a Shadow Blade is quite nice. But also Invasion have seen the Orchid pick up. Oh, Forev, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Forev, Ensnare 1, Ensnare 2. Double poof? No, he silences a Meepo. He gets Living Armed as well. He's going to be fine. The poof, not one poof could have been used, but he didn't micro that, so...
I'm surprised. I think he could have gone for it, but I guess these many damage instances is it's not that easy.
With the living armor coming out, I guess it was a lot trickier. Now
Yeah,
towards
another
top
gonna be
lane we
trying
go.
to-
FC trying
Oh,
to get
no.
a TP out. Lift. Oh, he cancels TP. That also means the poof getting cancelled as well. Meepo's stuck up here though.
I think he's
Chase him down. Get him, QO. He blinks to the side.
Where's
Which
the
one you
poof?
go for? You got to go for
Scan?
one.
Oh my goodness, what a player!
Oh,
But he can't
leaps
get
after.
cornered.
Arrow.
Oh no!
Is there detection?
He's fine. He's fine.
Prophet seeping in. Doesn't have it. I think Rubik had the detection, and Rubik is nowhere to be seen, so Meepo will survive.
What?
Fight another day. Or to feed another day.
Well, the good thing is if you're like this far behind, Meepo has to try to make stuff happen. So I'm completely fine with it. And now he's trying to go for the poof, get some farm up, wonderful. But Rubik's got a blink, so Oh, those items, man. You've got all upgraded boots on the side of MVP. You've got like double blink daggers, Orchid. You've got Medallion up onto Heen. So he's not only hitting for like 1,000 damage, for like 80,000. And now we're going to be going again.
Yeah,
Doom
why
is
not?
deployed. Let's go, they say.
Let's see some
actually
big high
die.
ground plays. March is going to destroy Ghost with the Doom, and he's going to get out of there. Doesn't get hit by the ensnare, which means he should be okay for now. Runs into a tier 2 tower. He's like, oh, right, there's tier 2 towers. When to be pushing those, not diving tier 3s and tier 4s, but... Hey.
I don't think you understand how it's played, guards. You have to push into the fountain until you can take tier 2s. This is an unwritten rule, alright?
Okay.
Okay.
MVP, no. Sorry, I'm not on the same page as you and MVP.
Radiant's middle tower is
I
under
was very
attack.
surprised to see March just going through it, but he's so fast. He's got scorchers, he's got the drums, he's got
Radiant's
bass.
middle tower
Oh,
has
he's
fallen.
just beating away, just like, I don't
No.
know. This is getting clowny at this point here. And Kyo, yeah, they're going to be pinging out the tower top lane. They just want to go and get all objectives, and Ancient Apparition is still not level 6. Game is hard. Game is hard.
Okay. So, next Roshan, not for some time still, which is not too big a deal for them. They did use the Aegis on Kyo earlier, but Kyo is getting farmed. He's almost got a complete Mjolnir if he wants it. Just 120 gold away, and then we're good to go. So, well, sorry, yeah, 150 after getting that Mjolnir recipe. And yeah, chuck a Mjolnir on your Doom or something, who now has a BKB, and damage is just going to start flying out of MVP.
I wonder if, like, okay, so this sounds really crazy, but does fountain damage proc the Mjolnir?
Yeah,
Shouldn't, right?
any damage.
Really?
Yeah, why
Well,
not?
Let's go rampage, boys. Let's do this.
Any rampage, any damage at all. They changed it so the damage goes around the hero with the Mjolnir, not the damage source. So you no longer have like 2k range Mjolnir procs.
Yeah,
But
it could change, you're right. Alright, let's see this. Come on, MVP, deliver.
I mean,
Have an
don't hold
AC
me
and
to
a
that,
six.
but I don't see why not. I'm pretty like any damage whatsoever can proc Mjolnir.
Okay, I'm down, guys. If you say so. You know? Alright. An Ancient Apparition. Alright, they're gonna be going for a smoke gank. March, can they even bring him down? Place your predictions right now. 'cause I don't
March,
think so.
yeah, he may dive hard enough. We'll see. He's going to blink in. I don't think they're bringing him down. March is going to pop his BKB. The arrow going to come through. Not going to actually land. The A ends up going down to the score. So TP in from your Prophet. That's FZ. Unable to blink out. Silence up. One more right click. Not going to do enough damage. He dies on 50 HP. Ghost will not be so lucky. The deny coming out from the Invoker, but little does it matter. Weave actually gets a kill on the Prophet there. Not
And
bad
what
from
is
him.
this? The dust, sorry.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Doom getting a
Alright,
bit
then
low.
he's
Radiant's top
actually
tower is under
This
attack.
went way better than it should have been.
Dire's
Yeah.
But
bottom
MVP,
tower
they just
is
don't
under
care. Like,
attack.
that's the point.
It still went good for MVP, even if it didn't go as good as it should have.
Radiant's top
Right.
tower has
So
fallen.
now, let's see. Roshan is going to be up in around, what, 5 minutes? 4 minutes? Yeah. Do you just wait here? I think you do. 14K
Oh, they
gold.
see the Weaver. Arrow not going to be on the point. There's our Rubik. Is going to run right at this Weaver. Steals the Shikuchi, but lacking in detection our MVP. This is where they just straight up buy a gem almost. It's the Lightning
Right.
Bros.
Oh my goodness. Why don't you have a Zeus in this game? I don't get it. It's such an excellent item though nowadays. And another smoking. Maybe this can be working out here. I don't see this.
It's like all or nothing almost. Like this needs to... If this gets turned around and MVP win a teamfight here, it's suddenly looking very grim for Invasion. Not that it isn't already. Like I don't know if I want to open this gold graph and it's 16, 17k gold lead, experience about 10k in favor of the
Oh,
Korean
4F.
team.
Alright, they're gonna be finding him. The Smoker's spell, do they know? Oh, they're gonna be heading for Heen though. Okay, so that's a nice pickup, but
They would have rather have gotten 4F, but they didn't quite see him, and now Reason going to show up with a Shikuchi. He gets some good vision from the high ground. They're chasing, but the... Well, no, bit of a push coming mid lane. But MVP are looking for pickoffs here, at least considering going looking.
alright. Well, now they're all cornered. This
Yeah.
could be bad.
March blinks
Doom
from the high
blinks
ground.
in. March
It's another
with the
Doom.
March
This
just
goes...
started. Come
He's
on.
been doomed so many times. Have some mercy, please. And no, Snow, the Weaver, the carry, he's been silenced up. He's going to get focused down by the Nature's Prophet. The TP out, not going to work. Down goes your Ancient Apparition. 3 heroes dead on the Invasion side.
FZSD is still alive. That's, I guess, a good point here. But there's a courier. Which
Hiding.
courier
Oh.
is this?
That's a Radiant Courier. Never mind. I was about to
Oh,
say,
right,
like, is that
alright.
gonna? I thought it was
That's
MVP
good.
about to scan him out, but it's a green HB bar. I'm not colorblind. Not one of the
Yeah.
the people begging for colorblind mode. What do you think about colorblind mode? Do you use colorblind mode?
No, I don't use it.
Radiant's
But I
top
don't think
tower
it's
is
as
under
annoying as people
attack.
make it out. Like, I would have been completely fine
Radiant
to actually see a cast
structures are
colorblind, but
fortified.
this is just me. Because I don't count, like, if it's blue or not.
Yeah. I think it's fair enough. We'll see March maybe. Ooh, sidesteps the Ice Blast. He's got a Mystic Staff online, so MVP all getting a bit low here. May need to back off for the time being, but Living Armor can help sustain them. And maybe just going to be... Ooh, EMP. Not going to hit. Maybe just going to be waiting for the next Roshan. We'll see. They didn't seem to care too much about Aegis last time.
It's still crazy that they're actually holding high ground for now. Of course, I mean, MVP's not forcing the issue too much, but at the same time, it's not as crazy, and you just gave away that there is a ward. Ryzen, please. Yeah. No,
That's really silly.
It's such a nice ward.
He was trying to get Ice Blast. I think he was hoping that Ice Blast was the last spell used, but turns out it was Ice Vortex, so he gets a bit of a dud spell in the end. Not a terrible spell. It's actually level 3, so it's actually not too bad right now.
Yep. Alright, so, Gods, what is your prediction for TI5? How many Korean teams?
Well, like playing in the TI main event?
Yeah.
I think it'll be 0.
What? I mean, not TI4, right? TI5.
Yeah. I don't think there'll be any in the main event
Wow.
myself.
What a hater.
No, I just... I don't know. I'm not hating. I just don't think there'll be any.
Alright. Yeah, fair enough.
At most
wanna ask
1.
it.
It won't be more than 1, basically.
Alright, yeah, okay. I can get behind it.
It's 0 or 1, depending on like how MVP improve and how the other Korean teams, or like if there's gonna be like some super Korea team with like all the Korean All Stars. But not hating, just voicing my opinion.
Yeah, alright. I mean,
Do you think there'll be more than? Do you think there'd be more than 1 Korean team there yourself?
Yeah. I'm
Really?
actually pretty sure. Yeah, because I saw what they did in StarCraft. And in League.
Dota 2's
Like,
not
It's not
StarCraft.
even close.
This is...
Yeah, that's right. Okay, but in League, I mean...
They don't have the player base. Like League, they actually have a huge player base for that, which does not exist for Dota in Korea.
Yeah, that's
like,
the only issue I currently...
Maybe in theory they could do it for Dota, but no one's playing Dota in Korea right now. Like end of the
Yeah,
day, like as much money as Nexon spent, and as much as they're trying to help Dota 2 there, the player base isn't
Well, if you're getting
isn't
strangled
there.
by some contracts on the PC banks, it's not that easy, right?
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I just have the feeling that Koreans are just gonna be like so damn good soon.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is hypothetical thinking. I'm just fanboying.
All right. Well, as far as StarCraft goes, I've seen the power of the Koreans, so I know it's real. But
Right.
we'll see what MVP look to do from here. They've got double Mjolnirs with
Dire's
Prophet
middle
as well as
tower is under
Mirana,
attack.
both having Mjolnirs, and the end is near for Invasion. With Aegis up on the Mirana, Shiver's Guard up on March now. High ground push, here we go.
I think that's it. I don't think they can hold now. Mjolnir's up, Armor is up as well, everything is there. Shivas, BKB, Blink Daggers in, Snow is trying to go here. Alright, so we've got the Blink in, now everything is gonna be going to hell. They just blow one up. Those lightning procs, man, it's absolutely disgusting, and you can just settle for the tier 3s here.
Yeah, Kyo just gonna focus in on the tower, which is probably the right move to make as well. He's got another Mjolnir ready to go. Oh, misses the Sprout, unfortunately, and here we go. March on the front lines has to use his Doom here. Pop that Mjolnir on Prophet on anyone. On yourself, on Doom, on someone, and there we go. Pops on himself. He's going to fight Snow here on the front line. Snow going to get a Shikuchi back in. He wants this Nature's Prophet, but Nature's Prophet gets away with the Shadow, well, with the Mirana Invis, and this is looking like it's all over. MVP just diving this enemy base right now.
Yeah, and Ryzen's got the ultimate, so it's now a Frost Blast up on the Ancient Apparition.
Oh, he gets
himself,
kept alive as well. The
Oh
living
my
armor.
goodness. Yo, he's got an Aegis, he doesn't even want to use it.
He
What
wants
a
to turn around and
Yo.
fight. He almost brings down Snow. He hits Ghost with the arrow instead. And now they're chasing Invoker, and he gets brought down in the Orchid Silence. Only Weaver left standing, who's going to try and defend bottom lane, but there's nothing he can do. GG is called. Convincing stuff from MVP Phoenix.
Barracks are under attack.
Jesus Christ, what a game. Alright, MVP, wonderful.
Dire
Perfect
victory.
execution, just all around. 7 for 30. Goldcraft is not looking pretty, 26 being gold.
Yeah.
And 21k experience lead as well. Gods, that was brutal.
It was, and I mean, all I know is the last time these two teams met, Invasion did beat MVP Phoenix, so hey, they get some revenge, and this was convincing revenge at that. This was an absolute stomp from start to finish, Pimp.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet in the offlane not punished at all. Then we have Ryzen as well as Heen just running around, killing people left, right, and center. And even the boots decision wasn't really like that big of an issue. Of course, both of us would have liked to see the Treant Protector boots first, but who cares? You still got the first blood, you still got the other rotations, you still just destroy anyone there. So yeah, well played. just wonderfully done.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for joining me. It's been fun as always casting with you. It was a very quick and easy cast. 25 minutes of action. I think the pause was almost as long as the game itself. No, we actually didn't have very long of a pause, but...
No, it was alright. Wasn't that big of an issue.
But guys, for those of you wondering, my co-caster today, Pimp Muckle, you can follow him on Twitter at Pimp Muckle, PIMPUCKL. I'm at BTS Gods on Twitter. This has been the Good Play Gaming SCA Dota 2 Invitational. MVP now going to be in the main event. This qualifier bracket, they now join the likes of Myth Trust, Mineski, Arrow Gaming, Scythe, some of the top SCA teams in the main event, which I believe is a 2 groups of 4 format into playoffs, all broadcast here on Beyond the Summit. So definitely head on over to goodplaygaming.com if you want to check the schedule. If you want to support the tournament as well, you can buy a Dota TV ticket. I believe it's only 99 cents, so absolute bargain. Lots of Dota 2 games coming out from some of the best teams in SCA, as well as South Korea. Not to discredit MVP. They're not part of Southeast Asia. They're part of South Korea. So, Pimp, any last words from yourself?
Do you have a game here on this channel right after?
No, we're done.
No, right?
Stream's going off.
Can I just plug something real quick?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Because I'm going to be joining camp for D2CL Navi against Roxkiss. So yeah, if you want to see more of my co-casting,
okay.
Maybe in a not so one-sided game, you can head over there.
Cool. Sounds good.
Thanks.
No worries, guys. We're going to have VODs coming up soon as well as a rebroadcast. But also, if you want to watch Navi versus Roxkiss, head on over to the D2CL stream. But for now, guys, we're done for today. We'll see you all tomorrow, I believe, for some more Good Play Gaming action. I'll be checking the schedule. You guys can check it as well on the goodplaygaming.com website. See you guys later.